Hey everybody, this is Jim and Paul with your weekly lineup. On Monday, starting at 9 o'clock p.m., we have Leadership with Deanna Kovic. At 10 o'clock p.m., we have Parent Pump Radio with Jacqueline Wynn. And at 10:30, we have Two Beards Talking with Daniel and Matt.
And on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Second Amendment Talk with Daniel and Rod. At 9 p.m., What's the Story with Maria. And at 10 p.m., Rock Talk USA with Amy Shafalo.
And on Wednesdays at 7 p.m., we have Unscheduled with Les Skymo and the Dave. At 8 o'clock, we have All You Can Eat with Chef Rob Rosenthal. 9 o'clock, we have All Aboard with Donald Wisman and his gang. And at 10 o'clock, we have Let's Talk Careers, Sarah Yusupov.
And on Thursdays at 8 p.m., Ask for Candy. And at 10 p.m., Night Talk with Joe Rocks.
And on Friday at 8 p.m., we have Pot Talk with me and Paul. And at 9 o'clock, we have All Aboard with Donald Wisman and his gang. 10 o'clock, we have Betrayal with Casey Spears. That's your weekly lineup. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much.
The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions, and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
I'm a big fish in a small pond. Got the days free and the nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am. Who I am.
Okay, here we go. We're going live. 3, 2, 1. Here we are, everybody. Welcome to our show tonight. It is Tuesday, September 1st. Can you believe that? My name is Maria, and this is What's the Story with Maria. Welcome. Welcome to our show. We meet here every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Well, usually it's a few minutes later. It's usually like 9:03, 9:04. And the show runs until about 10 o'clock. So we want to welcome you again. It's September 1st. Can you imagine? September 1st, 2020. Very, very, very strange year. But, you know, in the strangest way, just like it's a strange year, we're adjusting to a lot of the stuff. And I was just on... Hi, Leo. Leo Rodriguez has joined us. Mandar Chick Magnet beat you, though. He beat you by literally a millimeter of a second. Leo. Mandar, first in. Rena Cunali, Bergie, third one in. That's it. It's what do they say? Place and show. What's the first one? Relation show. Anyway, hi everybody. How are you? Okay, so we want to welcome you to our show again. What's the Story with Maria? Right here we are on Armed Radio. How do you find us? Put your TuneIn app on if you have it on your phone or your iPad. And you type in Armed Radio. Armed Radio has a lot of different shows from 9 to 10. I'm going to lower this. From 9 to 10, you can catch our show. And well, usually from 9:05-ish. So when they stream live. And then when they don't have shows, they have really cool music. Usually it's Lynn's 80s, which I love. And it's funny because I'm going to kind of talk about 80s tonight. Or if not, I'll do it some other night. But... okay, so what are we doing tonight? We want to welcome you. So armeddigitalmedia.com, armedradioglobal.com. Those are how you can stream it. You're on your computer. Maybe you can't watch us on Facebook. You want to just listen to it. That's how you can listen to us live. After the show, I save the video and I archive it. So it will be on my page. I'll also share it to What's the Story with Maria page. And you are welcome to share it. A lot of our friend Sheridan, we really appreciate that. I know some of our friends that share it are Josh Bell and Michael Billy from queervolution.co, C-O, like company. And they have started a new queervolutionmedia.co. And they, Leo, if you want to post that up there, that would be amazing. And they are really great. They started this new platform where they share a lot of artists, singer-songwriters, writers, just people that write articles and pieces, and they write articles as well. And They started a new podcast themselves, and it's on there as well. I can't remember the name off the bat. I have to write that down because I'm dying to listen to it. It's about paranormal, kind of spiritual, mystical stuff, and I'm dying to listen to it. So that's going on. They're our friends over in Jersey City, so we want to shout out to them. They were the owner and manager of Pianist Envy, which had to close for now. So that's what we're saying for now, because you never know. Things come back. So where are we at? Let me see. Dominick Pupa, our wonderful, wonderful friend and reoccurring guest, and is calling in tonight at like 9:12, around there. So I actually reached out to, Lynn is going to call in as well. Lynn Portas, because she's doing something so cool and new and different that it's one of those things that 2020 may have, kind of gut punched us in some ways, in lots of ways. But in other ways, it's really forced us to be creative and productive in ways that we had never been presented with. And I think this year, if I've learned any lesson at all, it's about being open to possibilities, open to things that are new. Like right before this, Scott Barberino, my good friend of many, many years in Piano Bar, he does a wonderful program called Piano Bar Live with Tony J.Ed, and they asked me if I would come on and do a song tonight, and I did that before this. And it was like so exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time, because, we were going live and I knew I had to do this, but we were just they were popping people in from all over the country, and it was so cool. And, I think about being part of something like that just makes me so grateful. It makes me grateful for technology. It makes me even more grateful for people that run the technology, which brings me to our producer and engineer is our friend Jim Bell. We really want to thank him. Honestly, without Jim Bell, there's no way that I would be getting on the radio. He runs all that from New Hampshire, from his studio in New Hampshire. So we really appreciate that he's done that. So thanks to Jim Bell. Thanks to Joe Rocks. He's the big cheese at Armed Radio, and he was nice enough to ask me to come on 3 years ago, and I'm still having the time of my life. So thanks for all that. Okay, so as I said, Dom's going to call in a few minutes, and then Lynn's going to call in because they're both doing really great things. Now, I also wanted them to call in because they're my friends, and they make me laugh, and they make me happy. And this week, I don't know about you, but this week has been particularly stressful for me on the news. And for many reasons, and I try not to bring stuff like that too much into my show, because I like to just stay in the positive. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of misinformation out there, and there's a lot of videos on loops that they just play the same thing over and over again on certain stations. And one of the things that makes me upset is people lately have been talking about how awful New York is, and how New York is dying, and there's crime in the streets, and all this crazy stuff. And you don't live here, number one. If you do live here, you know that the city is amazing, and it has a heartbeat that is not yet ready to give up. And look, I'm not knocking people that have moved away, because a lot of people have moved away because they had to financially. A lot of people work in show business, like me. I work in the piano bars, and a lot of those piano bars have been like closed or kind of sort of open outside. And some of those people have gone. Some people are wanting to start families, and they've gone. Shout out to Anthony and Grace that just moved to California. Our friends from the duplex, they're having a baby. So, people are doing that. Also, people are looking to, that have kids, want to move out a little bit so they can have more room. They don't know if their kids are going to be going to school. There's a lot going on. But, and so I understand that, and a lot of those people will be back. But those of us that are staying like full throttle. And again, not to knock anybody that's going, because you have to do what you have to do in these times. And if there's no work, like all the Broadway people have no work right now. So what are they supposed to do? Look, as singers and performers, we work in nightclubs, Broadway, theater, all kinds of theaters. And when we're not working there, we're working in restaurants and bars. And right now, both of those things are on hold. So for people like that, lots of people have had to leave the city and go back either where they're originally from, or where some of their family members are. So I respect that, and I miss you guys already, and I just know that we'll be together again. those of us that are staying in New York, I got to tell you, like, if I stay in my apartment and I watch the news, I literally think it's like the movie The Warriors out there. Do you remember the movie? Warriors come out to play, yay. Remember that? It used to spook me out so bad. It was like an 80s crazy movie. That's not really what's going on at all. But there are some TV shows that will, news stations, that really make a lot of money on that narrative, you know? And today I saw some beautiful things happening, and I took a video of it. Oh my God. Who is calling right now?
Hello?
Dominick Pupa.
Hello?
Hi, are you there?
Hello?
Hello, yes, sir.
I don't know.
Ma'am.
I don't know who this is, but I am receiving several obscene phone calls from this number.
I know.
Ma'am.
I know. I
And I've
text
had
you.
enough.
I text you a bunch of times.
I've had enough.
I realize that you're a very busy person, and I text you last night. I text you this morning. I text you today. I know I'm driving you a little crazy, but I just wanted to make sure that you were able to call in because you know you're like a star. You're a star, and if I can book Dominick Pupa,
Maria,
what?
You're a star.
You are
You're
so.
the star.
If I can book you on my show, I know I'm guaranteed all of the Italian cousins from Boston. They're gonna come on.
Well, we should shout them out. We want to say hello to Rena, Mina, Bambina, Starshina,
There's-
Clambica,
Stop
Regina,
it! There's Rena,
Nina,
there's
they're all
Marisa,
here.
there's Isabella,
I
there's
think
Gina.
Martika is in there somewhere. I don't even know.
Listen, I have a lot of cousins that end in INA. That's all there is. Italians that we do that. Now, Dominick, you are very, very, very busy. You have been crazy in COVID. I should put that hashtag, crazy in COVID. You've been working from home. We talked a little bit today. And so tell me what is happening with you, because I know you're right. I know you're right up the street, but you are really working on big things coming. New season.
I'm working 25 hours a day. I am a phone sex worker. And
I
this
thought
has
you
been a
gave that
very,
up.
very busy
I thought you
time.
gave that up in
It's
COVID
been a busy time.
because the sanitizer.
You know what? I satisfy in the phone sex world the niche of someone calling me and them absolutely not knowing my gender. That's pretty much. I appeal to everyone.
Well,
That's
you
my
know
deal.
what? I can see that. I can totally see that. They don't have to know what it is. They just call and, do what they got to do. Go for it. Now, listen, Miss.
We have, no, but as you are, I am a television producer by day and of reality shows. One of them is Long Island Medium. And which we're about to start shooting next week virtually.
Which is so exciting.
Yeah, we're super excited. She's been doing a lot of stuff on Instagram Live and stuff like that, but we haven't been shooting the actual show because we usually shoot during the summer, and this summer, of course, it just became difficult to do that. But we've been, we're shooting the show a little bit differently this year than we've shot it before. But I've been shooting other stuff, other television stuff, and it's really just there's a new normal everywhere.
Yeah.
And sort of shooting virtually and keeping people working this way is really unusual, but everyone's jobs are changing in television. Like everyone who shoots or does audio or performs, like everyone's job is changing.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. So, but the thing is, the good news is that you haven't stopped working. That's the great part.
I'm very fortunate.
Yes, and thank you for that, because the rest of us get to enjoy all these great programs that you Neil, you're still working together with Neil, right?
No, he does what I do, but at a different company.
Oh, okay. But you guys are still working from home?
We are. We're both working from home.
Who's more apt to throw a plate in frustration?
Well, I would.
Okay.
I've never seen Neil throw. I've never seen my husband throw anything ever.
I love Neil. I love Neil so much.
He's a gentle, martyrous soul. He definitely is.
Yeah, he's a good guy. And I miss seeing you guys down at the duplex, and I'm hoping, all that stuff. I know, it's so frustrating. Now listen, someone is asking something. Dan Crowley, our friend Dan Crowley, Speaking of the duplex, we love Dan and Seamus.
Yes.
Now, they are talking about Cher, and I was going to bring it up anyway. I'm sure you're aware, because people I don't know if they know, but Dominick Pupa is a Cher aficionado. And Dominick, did you know that Cher raised $2 million for the Biden-Harris campaign? Mm-hmm. You knew all about this. This is really, really exciting.
I, just to get Cher's attention, I wrote checks on behalf of $500,000 of that money. All of those checks are going to bounce, but I did get a handwritten note from Cher.
Oh, okay. Well,
thank you, donor. Period.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
I'm on eBay right now.
Okay, well that's good, honey. I mean, listen, you got to do what a girl's got to do. What a girl's got to do. It's a hustle, baby. Everybody knows that.
Cher is the queen. Joe Biden is going to win the election, and Cher is going to be the next postmistress general. There's absolutely no doubt about it.
I love that.
She is the queen of the post office. That's Cher's 11th act. She's going to run the goddamn post office.
I love that. Oh my God, are you strong? And maybe Strong Enough could be the comeback song of the Postal Service.
Do you believe in life after Trump?
Oh yes, oh I love it, Dominick. Yeah. That's it. And Cher will be like on top of a truck, some kind of postal truck. Maybe Rena Bergie's husband, Ron Bergie, who was so cute, who he's
so handsome. He's the handsomest guy in Boston.
He really is, though. And you know what else? He's smart. He's well educated. He's just a really stable, good guy. We love him very much. So, Ron, maybe we can work out a commercial with Cher and Ron in his mailman shorts. Cher on the truck. Maybe she's riding the truck on top, singing. I love it, if you believe.
I love this to-do list right now is something that would never happen without the pandemic. I'm wondering how we'll do it now. So your cousin-in-law, Ron, Cher, and mail person shorts.
I'm telling you, there's a lot here. You're the TV producer, not me. So there's a lot that can be. Now, what other shows are you working on, honey? You're working on Long Island Medium. Now, okay, now we have a lot of fans out here that are Long Island Medium fans. As a matter of fact, because you and Lynn are both from Long Island originally, well, Lynn's from Staten Island, but she lives in Long Island now, and the Long Island Medium, I call the show Shout Out to Long Island. So now, tell us about what's happened. What can we expect from the Long Island Medium? When's the first show, and what can we expect without giving too much away?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're definitely going to start airing before the end of the year.
Okay.
And we're shooting now. We're just shooting under different circumstances than we were before. I'm not allowed to say too much about it. It's like a huge secret, but we're like everyone else. We're shooting virtually.
Yeah.
Incredible. It's just the safest thing to do.
Incredible.
And it's not just safe for the people on camera, but the people behind the camera as well. That's the safest option for those people as well.
Yes, absolutely. I understand, because some of the stuff that I get through casting networks and those things, all those things is they always. Lots of times they'll ask for like families. Now they're working with families because you've been in the same house, so they're shooting a lot of stuff like if you self-contained family or things like that, rather than casting people from different families. It's really changed casting quite a bit, I think. Quite a bit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's sort of like the introduction of the internet was sort of just what prepared us for this moment. Because imagine if it was 1995 and we weren't able to communicate the way that we communicate now. I mean, the world would have just burned.
Yeah.
Like, we'd all be dead. Like, there's no, it was sort of like the internet was invented to allow us to live life under these circumstances.
Right. It's amazing how things fall into place, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Yep.
All right, honey, what other show are you working on that you want to tell us about? Can you tell us about it?
There's a show that we're doing, the company that I work for, we just finished a great show about mama's boys. And it's really funny, and it's really shocking, and it's, I can't say too much about it, but it's going to be on TLC this fall, and they're going to make an announcement in the next couple of weeks. But it's great. I can't wait for everyone to see it.
And it's called Mama's Boys?
Yes, it's called I Love a Mama's Boy.
Oh my God, that's going to be so great. I'll totally watch that.
It's really great. It's a lot of fun.
I love it. All right, honey. Now, I also, tonight, another reason I wanted to have you on is because I wanted to, and I'm going to hold the picture up, I wanted to wish your parents a happy 50th anniversary, and I've printed out a picture. Oh, you know, I mean, I've never met your dad, but I love your mom, and I know I would love your dad. And here they are on their wedding day. I'm holding it up here. I'm holding up Mr. and Mrs. Pupa.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Dominick Sr., as your mom calls him, Big D.
Right.
And
for many reasons.
You would be Little D then, right?
Don't you ever call me that again,
I'm not
Maria.
gonna. I'm just saying that. Okay.
Move on, Maria.
All right.
Move on.
So here's Dominick Pupa Sr. and his beautiful bride, Barbara, 50 years ago. Can you believe how beautiful? I wanted to shout out and tell them happy 50th anniversary. And if it wasn't for COVID, I would have gone out there. I would have driven out there and said hello to them in Long Island. Here is a picture of Dominick with his parents. And we've all also established before that your mom is definitely looks like Cher. She has that great look. She's very fashionable.
Yes.
And your dad is just like an older version of you. And what did you say to me today? He's nicer and straighter.
He's less annoying and totally straight.
Okay, well, I like that. Less annoying and totally straight. There are the Pupas in Long Island. We love them. Shout out to the Pupas in Long Island. Now, I know your mom hurt her leg, so we're sending her some great love.
She did. That is so nice of you. And you, and Maria, and everyone watching should know that Maria is just the kindest person who has ever walked the planet. And my mother had hurt her leg about 6 weeks ago. And literally the first gift that arrived at the house, the Get Well gift, was from Maria. And it was just, you are so lovely. You're always thinking of other people.
Well, I felt so bad because she's like a happy person, and she and your dad, they drive around in that Spider, and I love watching it when you put stuff on, and they're just happy people, and I'm like, I hate when these things happen to good people, you know? So, I've been at home after an operation. I know what that feels like. So it's nice to get a gift, and, it's nice to get stuff in the mail, right?
I love getting things in the mail.
Yeah.
It never happens anymore.
Well, I send quite a few packages. I send about 2 packages a week because of my show merchandise, and also I like to send people things, and I send a lot of cards and things like that. I'm all about the post office. I'm old school,
Right. Well, yeah, we both are.
I know. Now, Dom, also today, we talked a little bit today about kind of like recalibrating as a stand-up comedian, how you're going to perform, and what you've been thinking about different things, but you miss the crowds, right?
Right. And I have a lot of friends who, I do stand up. It's not my primary source of income, so I'm in a different boat than a lot of my friends who do stand up, who make all of their money by performing.
Right.
And a lot of them have done virtual stuff, and some of it is funny, and a lot of it's funny, but it's still weird, and I don't know, it's just sort of, I don't know, like doing stand-up and not knowing if anyone thinks it's funny or if anyone is laughing, it's disturbing. I mean, you just sort of have to tweak what you do for the medium.
Yeah. No, but you're right about that response, right? That when you're not getting that, I guess it's kind of like canned laughter if you're doing like a sitcom, though, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some really, really good cabaret online. Like Birdland is doing like a free Birdland thing where they're streaming stuff. The Duplex is their Instagram page is constantly like show after show, like with their regular pianists and their cabaret performers.
Yeah.
And it's but stand up. It's different. You know, I do sort of a hybrid. Like my shows definitely have there's music in it. Like I do 2 or 3 songs in like a 1 hour stand up show, but it's mostly stand up and just doing jokes without anyone laughing is weird. So I think for my holiday show this year, I might make it more music, just make it mostly music.
Yeah.
It's sort of easier to do that. Sort of, you know, some of it you can pre-record and have a good time, but there's a lot of innovative stuff happening right now with performers. Like everyone's coming up with new ways to, it's coming up with new revenue streams because they don't have a choice. You know, everyone has to survive. So thank goodness for things like the internet and Venmo and PayPal.
Yes.
Where, you know, drag queens and performers and cabaret artists, you know, it's like we're still able to make money, which is wonderful.
Yeah, and also I think the people that are at home that have, you know, a more conventional jobs, that a lot of them are working from home now. So they're, like you were saying today, like you're working all day long. It's not like we're used to work and then you'd leave work and then you'd go get a drink and then you'd go home. Like now you're home all day so people can reach you all day. You have to. So I think a lot of people are in that boat and they enjoy taking a break once in a while and watching some entertainment, you know?
Yes.
And they're home more so they can watch it.
It's a great time to it's been a good time to get a new audience.
Yes,
in front of their screen.
That's a great way to put it.
Maria, Dan Crowley, who you brought up earlier, has just texted me. I never realized what a lady voice you have until now.
Oh, no. You know, that's I mean, I guess that's what you were saying in the beginning. I mean, maybe there's a market in that. Listen, it happens to Adam Chandler and I used to joke all the time because when people would call him and they would, he would like call, like say a credit card company. Hold on one second. Let me okay. He would call like a credit card company and they would say, hold on one second, ma'am. And that used to drive him crazy. And to me, I know, with me, if I call in the morning, I always get sir. If I just woke up and my voice is like, you know, an octave lower. Yes. I mean, now I have to reach the microphone, so I have to project. But like if I'm on the phone, lots of times I get sir. So who knows? We're blurring the lines, Dom. We're blurring the lines.
If I had a nickel for every time that I was called ma'am on the phone, I wouldn't. None of you would know me. I would be so rich. I would only need myself. I wouldn't need friends or pleasures. I would just have a house that was full of money from my sounding like a woman.
Well, I'm glad you sound like a woman, and you haven't taken advantage of that monetarily, and that we're still able to hang out with you, and you're not too big.
I'll talk like a woman to whoever you want on the phone. Please Venmo me. It's my name.
Listen, I think there's a market in that. Like, you know, people doing the cameos. You could call people and pretend to be someone else. I love that. It's like someone's ex. You could do that. You know, someone's mother, someone's aunt. Go for it. There's something to be said for that. All right, so Dom, now you're on that. So the next thing we should look for is
there's going to be Long Island Medium comes back this fall. The Mama's Boy show comes back this fall, and then my holiday show, which I know you're always so generous to let me come on and promote it.
Oh, please. I love it.
I don't know where it's going to be, but we're going to do something in December for sure.
Okay. And you know what else? Pretty soon, I think it's going to be safe to start letting people back into my apartment /studio, because we in New York, our numbers are super low now. And if you've stayed in New York and we've done everything we're supposed to do, we can maybe start doing that again soon. I'm looking forward to that. So,
well, Maria, there are so many old gay men in your apartment that I was wearing a hazmat suit before the pandemic.
I know, that's true. That's true. I
have to be honest.
I mean,
I don't even know what the hell I would do. I'd have to wrap myself in a live animal.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Maybe not.
Maybe
not. Or I could just douse you down. like they do at the massage places and like the nail salons. They just spray you. What?
I want you to give me a Silkwood shower with wire brushes. That's what I want.
I don't think I'm going to be up for that. I'm not feeling all that, but maybe someone else will.
Then I'll see you in 2024.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, listen, I'll have my thermometer ready when you do show up, and I'll be ready. I'll take you to.
You know where I like it.
I know. I've heard. All right. Listen, dirty girl. I am very happy that you called in. You totally cheered me up. I was telling people before you called that the reason I wanted you to call in and Lynn's calling is because I just needed to be cheered up this week. I don't want any more serious stuff. I'm over the news. I'm over what's happening. I'm over all the lies and manipulation. And I just want to hang out with my buddies. So thank you, honey. You made my day.
I love you, Maria. You make everyone's day. With every week for all these years now you're doing the show. You're just the best. You know I'm your...
Well, I love you so much, honey. Thank you, sweetheart. And listen, honestly, tell your mom that I'm going to show her. I'm going to show the picture again. Hold on. So here is Barbara and Dominick Sr. on their wedding day. Happy anniversary to Dominick and Barbara Pupa.
We think that's my father. We're not 100%.
You look exactly like him, Dawn. Who else the hell would it be?
Yeah.
And there's the family. And so we love them. I want your mom to know I was thinking about her, and I want her to feel better soon. And I'm looking forward to her feeling better and calling in herself.
Yes, which she definitely said she will do next time.
Yeah, I know. I know it's hard. It's hard when you're dealing with all that pain and stuff. So anyway, love you, honey, and I'll talk to you soon. Give Neil a big hug, okay?
I will.
I love you, honey. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Dominick Pupa, my friend, share aficionado, producer on Long Island Medium and Mama's Boys. Okay, so, and Long Island Medium, oh my God, I love that show. Leo is a number. Now, Leo, you said you are a #1 Facebook fan. You have a badge or something, right? Doesn't you get a badge. Okay, let's go through all our people now that have come on. We saw Leo Rodriguez. We saw that. Lovely person. He came in. Seamus McGuire. How much do I love Seamus? Yes, Seamus. We had, I'm reading all this stuff. Ma'am, not sir. Rena has joined us. Annette Zito. Oh my God, Annette, we've missed you. And God, I love all the stuff that you're cooking. It's gorgeous. And just beautiful, amazing recipes. It's like mouth-watering. Annette's recipes, just go on Annette's Instagram page. Amazing. She's an amazing chef. Yes, Rena Gina, thank you. Christina. He missed Christina. Okay. Krista Piero, our friend, he says, go Yankees. Chris, I got to tell you something. You guys are way better than us this year. I mean, 2020 is not even a real season, but if you're going to have a season, it might as well be the one that doesn't count. So enjoy your season, your Yankees. They're doing great. God bless them. God bless the opposite team. I like to, come from a place of love. So anyway, there's that's for your team. Leo is the #1 Facebook fan for our show, I believe, and also, of course, the Long Island Medium. Let me see who else has joined us that I haven't shouted out. Mandar, of course. Mandar Chick Magnet. Dan Crowley has joined us. So many nice people. Scott Barbarino has joined us too. Oh, great. Hi, Scotty. All right. He was just running Facebook Piano Bar Live, which is an amazing program. And I forgot to tell you, Scotty, I love Ann Kittredge. She's been on our show many times. And I really, really enjoyed the young lady from Massachusetts, Diane Ellis. She was wonderful. I look forward to meeting her in real life someday. Okay, so now, Lynn Portas, why don't you call in, and we are going to tell everybody. Also, Leo has, about what you're doing. Leo has posted Dominick Pupa's website, domentary.com, and it's up there. DOMMENTARY.com, so you can go and check out all the stuff that Dom's doing. Kelly Moore has joined us. Hi, Kelly. Kate Greer. Hi, my love. Kate. Yes, love the Long Island Medium. Me too. And she's got that great hair, right? She's got that great... And I come from a family of hairdressers. I noticed the hair right away. Darius Frowner. How are you, Darius? So good to see you. Long time no see, my friend. But I enjoy your summer pictures. Darius is a summer guy. He enjoys summer like nobody's business, and he has not let COVID put a damper on his summer, and I like that. Now, Lynn's going to call in any minute. She's also in Long Island right now. That's why. So I don't know. Maybe I should do my food section of my show first, or should I wait till Lynn calls in? Okay, I can start it. All right. So we have reached the section of our show called "Go Ahead, Keep Eating." So here we have our tote bag. Says, "Go ahead, keep eating." What's the story with Maria on the other side? This is $10 for the tote bag. If you would like one, please just email me, Maria Gentili at AOL, or you can, Leo will put our stuff up. And then, Lynn. Oh, okay. Here we go. Lynn.
Hi, honey.
Hi, my love. How are you?
Hi, my girl.
Listen, stay right there because I'm going to do the food section of our show as well while you're here. So,
I want to know.
all
Let's
right.
go.
So I just did the aprons. The aprons are $25. These are my biggest seller, but I only have 2 left, so I have to reorder more. So let me know if you need an apron. This is $25. And then, of course, our mug is $10. There's a little more shipping on that because it's a little heavy, but that's $10 as well. Now, Lynn, I'm going to do the food. So here's what I made.
Let's say I'm staying.
Yeah, you stay. And listen, I know you're a vegetarian, so I made a delicious pasta because I'm back on the carbs for a little while. Okay, so what do I have in there? It's a fusilli with
looks good.
Yeah, asparagus and red roasted peppers, and I cooked everything in an Alfredo sauce. So there's Parmesan cheese, butter, heavy cream, and then I added some porcini, mushrooms, and tartufo spices, garlic, and crushed red pepper.
Oh.
Yes, it smells so good. I can't wait to eat that and load more cheese on that. So that is, yes, because I can't have enough cheese. And then for our salad, I love a good salad. I have romaine lettuce here. I have red onions, black olives, little bocconcini, but these are minis. They're called pearls. And then
nice. How pretty.
Yes, thank you. And beefsteak Jersey tomatoes, representing Jersey, and oregano. So I'm going to do an aceto de Modena on this, which is like a balsamic kind of sweet vinegar, and an extra virgin olive oil. One more thing, our dessert, Linny.
Let's go.
That's it. Chocolate eclairs.
Oh.
Look at that. How cute are those little mini chocolate eclairs? I'll be eating those. So that's the section of our show called what, Linny? What's it called?
Go ahead, keep eating.
I love it. All right, honey. So now so you're doing something. We were, Dominick and I were talking about how life in COVID has kind of brought us down different roads than we would normally go down.
Oh my God, Dominick! First of all, we love Dominick. He's just so freaking funny.
So funny.
Oh, he is the best. And I'm watching your show, and I see Leo and Mandar and Rena and Chris and Darius came on. Darius made me cry today on Facebook.
I know.
I feel like, yes, it's been crazy in COVID, but thank God for you and the show and your friends and these groups that we have. Leo is like, I don't know. It's wonderful. All your friends and all these people, we're all in one big circle, one family.
And you know who else just joined us? Gene Simpson Dunn just joined us from our writers group.
Oh.
Yeah, so we have a lot of wonderful people that, here's what I think I'm hearing in what you're saying, Lynn, is that this is a difficult time, but we and our friends we've all helped each other.
Yes.
We've helped each other. We've been the wind in each other's sails. And I think that if anything we come away with during this COVID, it's that.
Oh my God, yes. Thank God for my friends. I don't know. And then when you're talking about New York before, I was losing my, I don't want to curse.
No.
I was losing it. I'm a New Yorker. Of course, born in Brooklyn, moved to Staten Island. My family's still here.
I've been to the city a few times, and I'm expecting, I go into Manhattan. I don't know what people were expecting, like burnt out buildings.
Well, because they keep showing that thing on a loop on what.
I know, but listen, we know the truth, and that's all that matters.
And today I posted a video on my Facebook page, and I want you to go. It's only like
beautiful.
30 seconds long, but I literally was walking in my neighborhood, and I thought, what are they talking about? And I've been walking in my neighborhood. I love it. And I live way uptown. Kids playing in the park, people walking. It's not what you see on television. We can't stress that enough. That is something that they have on some loop, and that's from when all that crazy stuff. It's anyway. I'm going to hold this up. What's happening? What you're doing this week? Lynn is doing something so unusual. Go ahead.
Tell people how this happened. How did they get me? How did they find me?
How did they find Lynn Portas? So tell everybody what this is.
All right. So, there it is. Name that tune. Name that player. Because I am now a player because of Burning Man. I have been asked to do an hour at the Burning Man this year.
Oh, my God.
Every year, of course, Burning Man is in the Black Rock Desert in Nevada, but this year, because of COVID, it's virtual. So I am participating. Me! I'm doing Name That Tune.
I love it. So you created this game. They reached out to you and they said...
Yeah, so I have a friend, his name is Andrew Barrett. He runs this Celestial Bodies. He's not run, but he's promotional for the Celestial Bodies. It's a Camp Celestial Bodies, and it's they call it. I can't even remember all these names. Everything. There are so many names, guys. I'm not pretending to know what I don't. I'm not pretending to be 25 because you really have to be technologically brilliant to maneuver through this.
Okay.
To this new Burning Man. But it is, it's kind of like I believe they used to have at their camp in Burning Man was a gay bar. But it was gay friendly. Now it's straight friendly, they're calling it.
Oh my God.
So it's really very funny. It's the neighborhood, the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They call it the neighborhood.
I love it.
And there's piano bar and things like that. And usually on normal circumstance, but under this circumstance, everything's virtual, so there's live playing, but they wanted more games. So I'm actually playing Name That Tune.
I love it. You created this, though. You created this.
So it's a little bit nasty, and there are different categories that you can choose from, and from that category, so just say you want to choose a category of Slit My Wrists category, the songs that make me want to slit my wrist. So you may think you know the song, but I'll disguise the song and play it maybe like a different version of the same song that you think you know, but I will disguise it in a tempo that's maybe not familiar or something like that.
Wow.
So it's kind of you really have to be a very good listener to play this game. It's Name That Tune, but it's going to be with a twist. And there are no prizes, but if you win, you get to choose. It's got to be really fast.
Now, so if people... Leo, thank you. You're the best. Leo just posted the link. So if you want to go and check out what Lynn's doing at Burning Man, virtual Burning Man, there's your link right there. And I'll put it back up. Now, your slot is from 2 to 3
Pacific time. So it's 5 o'clock our time.
Okay, and I'm going to put the link so you can see it. It says multiverse.campcelestialbodies.org, and you can plug in that way and play the game.
Every year there's a theme, you know what I mean? So every year, the multiverse is this year's name. So it wasn't supposed to be virtual. It was, nobody knew this would happen.
Right.
So I tell you, talk about how things have changed and how I don't know how they worked this stuff out, man. These are brilliant minds. Okay, there are a lot of I'm telling you, young, brilliant minds doing this.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm really happy to be part of it. When I'm going to tell you and people listening, I'm 58 years old. I'm like laughing if I tell my kids, my daughter's 33. Burning Man, Mom! You're doing Burning Man. She's posting it on Instagram. Look at my mother go. She's on Burning Man.
I love it.
And my son John is like, Mr. Cool player. Mom is a player.
Oh,
and Burning Man. And Andrew is like my geek computer whiz, and he's on Twitch and all the computer games and all the gamers, because they're all on Burning Man this year, because all the gamers are there. Then, of course, I have my second daughter, Nicole, is like, oh, Burning Man, what are you going to do?
Because she's the lawyer. She's the lawyer in the family.
Yeah.
So she's the logical thinker.
Because, here I am doing this. But I really feel, I was reading a lot about it because, I have to know what the hell I'm getting myself into, But actually, it's all about, like, Burning Man values who you are, not what you have.
Oh, I love that.
This is all about who you are, not what you have. There were no corporate sponsors of Burning Man. I never knew that. Nobody.
Wow.
So they told me, even when I play, I can't have anything on the wall. I can't have anything, any sponsor of any type.
Wow.
No name of the keyboard, no name on my shirt, nothing. So they call it a decommodified or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's a 1 week long temporary city. They make their own city. And I'm glad I could never have survived the desert, so I'm glad it's virtual.
Yeah, I'm glad it's virtual too.
Maria, could you imagine me?
No.
Could you imagine me going to the
We'd
desert?
be having hot flashes out there. We're already having them now. Middle of winter, we're breaking out into a sweat.
No, but you look at some of these things. First of all, I never would know about Burning Man. I knew what it was, but I've been reading and looking at old footage. It's cold at night,
Yeah.
It's dying of the heat. It's the desert.
Yeah.
Right? I'm laughing. I mean, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Dust storms. Could you picture me with all my gear, my piano, and
oh my God!
I mean, those piano players. I don't know.
With all the sand blowing
I
up.
can imagine if Dominick was on this phone call with me.
Well, he's writing funny things. He's writing "I'm Lynn."
I know. I have to look Dominick, but
Dominick is
it is
hysterical.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
And they clean up the desert when it's over. The really cool thing, the coolest part of this whole Burning Man was this one site I found. I don't remember. Jeez, I wish I could remember. Leave no trace. I wrote it down. Leave no trace. Now, Leave No Trace is a group of people who clean up the desert after the thing's over for a week.
Well, those are the OCD people. They bring in OCD people.
Oh no, they clean up
the desert.
Every inch of the desert.
Yeah.
I mean, they go back, and it's cleaner before, when they're done than when they start. It's cleaner.
Yeah. It's either an Italian mother or it's a gay man. I'm telling you, the cleanest people I ever met were my mother and my roommate Scott Ryan. I mean, that's it.
That's right. But in all honesty, I am really excited. It's a beautiful experience, and I feel very lucky. And I'm going to tell you how I got this was that I was doing these senior things. Remember, I was doing this.
Yes.
Because of the senior league. A guy that I had worked with who lived out in San Francisco, he had me on these senior. I was giving my time for the seniors out, and he had me in his group, Senior League. So I would go out and they'd see me out west, and he remembered. I did a little name that too with the old people, with that.
Oh my yes.
And I'd be playing, da 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 da. Oh, what a beautiful morning! And she didn't know it, and I was singing the words. Sing that tune. And I'm actually singing it. Oh, she's so good to name the tune.
Oh, no.
And I'm going, you know it. It's from a show.
Oh, my God. Listen, Dominick Pupa just wrote the funniest thing he wrote. I can't even read it. It's so funny. He said, can you imagine applying for that desert cleaning job and getting rejected?
Oh my God! I'm forgetting I'm on a radio show, and I'm talking to you. Listen, everyone, when I talk on the phone with Maria, I'm sorry. I could probably could talk for hours.
Oh, my God, that's what we do.
Yeah,
How many times a day do
show.
we talk? Sometimes we talk like 3 times a day.
But this was very funny. But
yes.
I really, truly am excited, and I'm coming up with some really cool twists of songs. But the categories you would very much like the categories. I told Maria some of them.
Yeah. It's going to be so great.
Songs that make you, songs you know but you shouldn't know, or things like that.
And songs it's this Thursday, right? It's Thursday.
It's Thursday. Yes.
Okay.
And I love you very much, Maria. I'm so honored that you had me call in. I love the family. The What's the Story with Maria family. I wish you all my love, and there's nothing like, no one like you.
No one like you either, honey. Lynn Portas, genius. Oh my God, I love you, honey.
Every time you say that, I stop laughing.
I know, but it's true. I'm proud of you, and
Please stop it.
We're gonna have great stories. We're gonna do more things. We're gonna do more things.
I love you all, and thank you for thinking of me. I love everybody out there.
Thank you, Linny. We love you so much.
Mandar makes me laugh so hard.
Mandar is hysterical.
Mandar, he's just like you could be a writer, like you should.
Well, his brain works so fast.
He's like fast writer. He's such a fast writer.
Yeah.
His comedy is like off the cuff, man. He's so quick.
I know. And you know what I do? I watch the show, like I just listen to it while I'm eating after the show, and then I go back and I read all the comments, and I can't believe how funny it is.
Well, you probably don't know what, you have to line it up, right? So you're the response. But we love you. Everyone listening, Maria loves you.
Well, I love you too, honey. And give Joe a big hug for me, okay?
I will. I love you guys. And thanks for everything. Good night, honey.
Good night, sweetheart. I love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. Okay, that's Lynn Portas. Genius. She is a genius. She really is. And she's funny as hell. Even the promo for this Burning Man thing had me laughing it's just rolling. It's very, very funny. It's very quintessential Lynn. So, hey, listen, if you're free to do that on Thursday, why not? There we go again. Virtual Burning Man. Have you ever been to Burning Man? I have not. I have been, no, I would not be going to Burning Man. But also the desert thing. I mean, when you get to be our age, you're just sweating all the time. So I would be doing that. And then I would not be cleaning up the desert or anything else. I am a pack rat. I like a clean house, but I like someone else to do it. So, okay, now check in with our people. I did want to finish my story about today because this is important. And then I'll check on the peeps. Then we got to get going. So I was walking because I delivered some pasta sauce down to my friend Keith, who lives about 7 blocks from me. Because I've been making a little pasta sauce. My friends love it and love my cooking. So I've been cooking and dropping off. And I was just struck by how beautiful the neighborhood was. And the kids were playing in the park. They were shooting hoops. They put the hoops back up. And they had all these things set up for like skateboarding. And they had, there were people doing choreography, like teaching each other choreography. There were kids playing baseball. There were kids on, in my neighborhood, we have like weights and stuff and like a jungle gym, but I really like a cool one. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to use this bad word. You know what sucks? Because now I'm getting mad. You know what really sucks about some of these crazy news stations? Is they don't know a damn thing about my city. They don't know anything about it. And what they do know is what they want to show the worst of it. And you know what? That's not happening. Did we go through some bad times? Yeah, the whole country did. And did we take care of it? Yes. Now, what we don't need is somebody stoking that fire. So please, I try to be very calm on the show, but from the bottom of my heart, shut up. Stop. You're making everybody crazy. Everybody's running around in fear like we're running into the apocalypse. We are intelligent human beings. We know what we're doing. Stop it. Ask the people that live in these cities what these cities are like. Ask them. Stop watching that same stupid loop. Because you know what? You're making yourself crazy. We live in a beautiful country. And if we just put our differences aside, which we're good at doing, but if people in the castle would stop poking, like it's like poking at an animal in a cage. Stop poking at us. I'm over it. I'm really over it. Don't make me get an all Italian mother on you, because I will. Anyway, I love you guys. It's been a hard time, but we've been getting through it together, and I really appreciate that everybody comes back week after week. So Brian Johnson has joined us. Hi, buddy. How you doing? He is a new grandpa now. Your grandson looks exactly like you, Brian. Exactly. He's so damn cute. Dominick said he's 33. I thought he was a little old, but okay, that's great, Dominick. And check out Lynn's Amusey app. I know Rena's here. My cousin Marisa, I think she's here. I saw her earlier. I don't know if she comes in under Isabella anymore, because her daughter Isabella is at college now. So I'm hoping Marisa is here with us at some point. Jean's here. Yes, Kate, the fusilli, asparagus, oh my God, porcini and Alfredo. I got to tell you, if you are someone that is just starting to cook or likes cooking, it's all about the spices. It really is, because you can use the same few things over and over. But if you have some cool spices, and I got some porcini mushrooms from Italy, and they're crushed, they're dried, so you can save them, and they last forever. And all you need is a tiny, tiny bit, and it completely changes the flavor. And it's so good, I can smell it from here. So I'm going to go and enjoy that in a minute. I think Jimmy... I know Jimmy's been kind of remotely getting in touch with me tonight, but he'll tell us. Okay, let me see. 1 minute. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you so much. So again, I want to thank Jim Bell. He's our producer and engineer on Armed Radio. We would be lost without Jim Bell. He is in New Hampshire, so we work remotely. Thank you so much. Thank you to Joe Rocks on Armed Radio. He's the big cheese, and I really appreciate that. He lets me do my show every week. All of you guys. Thank you, Lynn Portas, Genius, Dominick Pupa, Sheriff Aficionado, and everybody that comes on the show week after week. I love you guys. We've been getting through this together. God bless you, and I'll see you next week.
Who I am.